love you for what you stand for. Give me a hug, man. Dear Chairman, love you, brother.
Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. Again, wuhuru. My name is Jihad Abdulmumit. Just want to take a few moments because I think I would be doing injustice to all the wonderful, powerful, and strong comments and points that have been made already today. At 16, I was fortunate enough to be one of the few people to actually want to be something and to become that and become that all their life. And that was a revolutionary.
Yeah.
When I become a revolutionary, I got myself a gun, and that's what I did. Joined the Black Panther Party. One comrade already mentioned up here, had a lot of different occupations, but that was my profession. I just wanted to salute the Black is Back Coalition, which Jericho is a member of, and I'm the chairperson of that organization for the last 10 years. It was started by the brother that Sister Ann just represented, Jihad Abdulmumit, and Herman Ferguson and Sakya Bukhari. Both of those two are just passed on to the ancestors. But we continue that work. So I just want to make a couple of really kind of fine detailed points. Jericho is an organization that deals with supporting and campaigning for the freedom of freedom fighters.
Yeah.
It seems like today, this age, we're more into different organizations that's being represented. It's almost like specialty things that we do. Important. It's almost like before it used to be the doctor coming to your house with a black bag to deal with everything.
Right.
And now you got the neurologist, you got this person, you got, people do different things. And in this time and age that we live in, that seems like how it is. That's why being a member of the Black is Back Coalition is so important, so that we can coalesce.
Exactly.
And bring together all those fine points that we're doing to be able to address all the many problems and facets of this campaign against imperialism and building our own nation and for the sake of humanity. That's right. And I say for the sake of humanity because when we're able to uplift our own people and bring about our own freedom by all means, that will represent the freedom of all people, peace of the people of the world. This is important because I just want to paraphrase a quote from Al-Hajj Malik al-Shabazz that a chicken cannot produce a duck egg. And that analogy is given to say that a chicken cannot produce a duck egg simply because the system was not designed to produce a duck egg. And by analogy, this system is not designed to produce freedom and justice and equality for people of color, African, and why? Because it wasn't designed to do that. And then Al-Hajj Malik al-Shabazz went on to say that if ever a chicken did produce a duck egg, I'm quite sure that we would all agree that that was a revolutionary chicken. And the Black is Back Coalition, and the African People's Socialist Party, and the Jericho movement, and each and every one of us that standing up and represent our organizations, we take the position of being revolutionaries. And we should be honored and proud and relish in that, but take it vitally serious. Because as we walked down 16th Street, I was with my son, and I was just making the comments that how a lot of times we can become so familiar with what we do ourselves. You know, we chanting, we feeling the vibes, we're with one another, we talk about it at the dinner table. But those that we're addressing take us very serious. And they spend the midnight oil plotting and undermining what we're going to do as they have been doing ever since their very existence. They take it very serious. And when we talk about revolution and struggle, when Diop gets out and talks about confronting the police on the line, I can relate to that. There has to be a safety net for him. Now, that's not something all of us can do, but yesterday in the park I mentioned every organization represented here. It may not be within your wherewithal and your structure of your organization to deal with political prisoners. I got that because like I just said, we specialize in different things. But every organization should figure out how at least to give that announcement and that acknowledgement that they exist to at least on your website.
Yes.
Amplifying that website design may just be a matter of hitting a couple of buttons, and when you design the next page, that you should mention these things, these comrades, these freedom fighters, so that their life, because it's the connection. We cannot fight, struggle, and deny our past.
Right.
Diop, my son, is sitting there in the blue. He's 16. He's an expert shooter. And I'm not exaggerating. You cut a hole in the path of your hair for those of us that have it without killing you with a shotgun. My son is an expert shooter. He's a boxer. He don't say much with his earbuds on all the time. I mean, you know, okay, son, explain this. He'll be like, but ask him to do a rap, and he'll bust that thing off. And he'll get the moves down and stuff.
So when he comes back next time,
Yeah.
he'll have a political rap for us.
He sure will. I told him that already. He's up for the challenge. He's not faking. It's like if you can play basketball, somebody said, let's shoot some hoop, you do it. If you can fight, let's do some sparring, you can do it. You won't hesitate. He said, let's do some raps, he'll do it. There's no problem with that. And when I walk down the street with this 16-year-old young man, I feel my back is fully covered. So with that, I just wanted to say that once again, I'm asking everybody here that's not a member of Black is Back Coalition with your organization that you consider joining. This is powerful. This is so important. I tell the chairman every time I get be blessed to see him that to hear this articulation, you know, to hear Ajamu right here, Brother Glenn Ford and Zaki to explain and articulate. You don't hear that, like the chairman said at the beginning, and I'm not patronizing him.
No.
He's my comrade. You know, to hear this type of articulation about the social, political, and economic climate that we live in and give it the historical context, you're not going to hear that too much anymore.
Right.
And even myself, as busy as we all are doing some things, we're just doing the work. We don't even hardly sometimes sit and talk about it. We don't have those venues to critically break down why and how we should be running for office and how to make that a strategy as opposed to just blindly voting for the Democrat running because, you know, you'd rather have the fox rather than the wolf. Because maybe the bite will be so bad.
Yeah, exactly.
After they finish nibbling on you, you still will die. So I'm going to close with that, you know, just my salute to the Black is Back Coalition, to each and every one of you beautiful people here that's doing the work. And yes, I was a member of the Black Panther Party and Black Liberation Army. I got a case for 2 expropriations and got a 43-year sentence. Did 23 on that. And I think that the most thing that angered the judge, it seemed like it was not so much that I was a part of this movement or anything like that, but I did the Colin Kaepernick, I wouldn't stand up. All right, please. Judge so-and-so coming in, I'll still be sitting there chilling. I think he was more enraged about that than the fact that I was even in the Panther Party. And the reason is, 1, 2, 3, what's it? Who do we hate? And it was clearly shown there. I despise you, I don't respect your laws, and I don't respect you. And you were definitely in the crosshair. So much so fact that I took it, a lousy, 50 grand? I mean, it ain't even only thing I wish I did was open the window and blew it out when they was chasing us, and that would have made a scene. Blew it down the highway coming out of Columbus, Ohio. But that's what it's going to take. So, my dear brother Diop, you know, I know this is the second time meeting you and hearing you talk. There's so much intensity. You know, I pray the best for you, brother, and I hope the forces rally around you. You know, and that you will meet. You know, you may not know my son now, that you'll meet a whole bunch of Abdul Rahmans in your travels and Sister Abdul Rahmanis.
Yes.
You know, and I don't know if the brother's still here, if I may just step out the box for a minute. That on the question of religion, you know, that's how Hajj Malik al-Shabazz says, that, you know, we come here. You know, sometimes it's not that we're setting our religions aside. You know, we are bringing ourselves together here. And if we all need a spiritual content, we follow that. But even amongst the Muslim communities around the world, you know, if you don't recognize a class struggle, then you'll be siding with the oppressor. I don't care if you say that. I don't care if you say Jesus Christ is our Lord. you still bedfellows with the oppressor.
Yes.
Right.
This makes a distinction. And during the time of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, they couldn't care who he worshiped, how he worshiped. They even made fun of him putting his head in the ground, lifting his butt up to the ceiling.
Yeah.
They didn't care until
Yeah.
he threw them idols out the Kaaba and disrupted their slave trade and cut their money down.
Then
Now,
you
it became an issue because now you're not just talking about some rituals.
Yeah.
You're talking about changing the fundamental structure of society and dethroning the emperor.
Thank you.
And to the Muslims or anybody else get on that page, well, you're no help to nobody on the planet.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to say that. And I say that in all belief that we work out with Imam Muhammad's messenger, looking to work with everybody. Love everybody, peace and respect, uhuru. All power to God.